Hello, good morning, happy Monday. Uh, I am happy to be back to this project. It's been like a week, maybe more, since we were working on this. Although I've been working on this a little bit off stream. Esitsu, hello. So what we have is a let's see. Last time we streamed about this, we had finished the local development for connecting Hasura to Postgres locally, then connecting to Hasura, and then basically getting a list of the courses in it, and then displaying them. So just to get, it's not like a create, not any of the other stuff. If you're unfamiliar, Hasura is a GraphQL interface for Postgres. It's really nifty. I like it a lot. It is. I've noticed also that apparently VCs like them because they got a lot of funding, and they're now advertising / sponsoring tons of podcasts, which is, I guess, good. But yeah, basically you point it at a Postgres database and bam, you have a, I mean, there's not much more to say. You have a really cool GraphQL interface for it, which you don't have to do anything about it, and it manages everything. So I now have that up here. So if I go to hasura.brooksbuilds.com, I have the console up and running. I'm eventually going to turn this off as soon as I don't need this anymore. Okay, I forgot. I have to have it as HTTPS. I do not have auto sort of forwarding on. So let me, first of all, let me enter in my secret here. What do I want? I want that password. Okay, cool. It auto hides the secret, but I can further reduce those down. Cool. Okay. All right, so this is what it looks like. I can maybe turn on dark mode for this. Or not. Huh, interesting. So they've somehow made it not work. Okay, so anyways, they have a bunch of sort of getting started stuff. Let's hide that for now. I'll sort of take a look at these. Later, I do have the latest non-beta version installed. And data-wise, I'm connected to the database, but I don't have any tables tracked. In fact, we don't have any tables created in the database at all. So we need to make a change for that. Now, I did notice some interesting things. It is possible inside, like Hasura has the ability to sort of set up like export the metadata and then import it in using a CLI tool. And then on top of that, you can have your migrations and your seeds inside of there too. So I attempted to sort of set that up here. So if we go into this metadata migrations database, we have migrations to create the tables, metadata to tell it like what all of the what all the relations are and everything, where to find them, how to find the database stuff, .env, which I don't want to display. And then I should probably double check to make sure that .env didn't get up into. It's dark gray, so I don't believe that it got up into my repository, but it might be a good idea to double check. So this would be in this branch here under database. Yeah, I don't have a .env. Perfect. Okay, so I can use the .env to connect to the real database, although I don't have public access for it, so I can't actually do that here, can I? Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. How am I gonna run that? I hadn't thought about that because I have so the database has no public IP address, so I cannot connect to it from here. On top of that, I don't have a security group set up to allow it from anywhere outside of AWS. The only thing that can connect to it is the ECS service. So I suppose I could spin up a cloud, what is it called, like a cloud terminal in AWS, and then run these commands there, and then open up open up a database firewall from that system to that's a possibility. Or I can maybe can I have this work and run? I could spin up an EC2 instance too, connect into it, and then we'll just spin that down as soon as we're done. What I need to do is update and create this metadata. Either that, or I just create it by hand, which doesn't feel that great. Let's see. Anything else that I can potentially do to get this up and running? What it basically needs is the init stuff in the appropriate spot, so I can SSH in. Don't think I can connect terminal-wise into an instance on ECS. I think that's one of the security side effects. I could temporarily open up the firewalls to let me in, but that just feels bad. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about this side of things. I don't have too much. If we take a look at the migrations, they're just SQL files. So for example, if we take a look at create courses up, this is literally all that it is just telling me, okay, build the thing. Is there anything in here that I can use to pull in? Oh, I can import metadata. So there's two things here that I need to do. I need to set up the database itself, and then import the metadata. Okay. Creating this, this might be, so I can create schemas. I can also create tables and just sort of manually set that up. Ooh, I could also run all of these here. So Let's just see if I run just you. Execute. Yep. Now I have courses. Okay. Let's try it. It's not exactly the best idea, but I'm lazy and I don't want to figure out how to automate this yet. I need there's something else I would want to do before I create a course on AWS is like, how would I automatically have this run securely? The only thing I can think about would be to have a wrapper Docker container that's a one-off run to do this. Type access level type. Okay, so don't want to do those things again. On you, and here's my 3 tables. Okay. I track my relationships. That's great. And so now I have all of these things. So if I want to do a query for give me all the courses, give me their tags. Give me the title of the course and the tag of each course. Now I don't have anything in here yet, so that's a little bit unsurprising, but we can change that. So let's do a mutation, create course. Okay, so I want to, let's say, insert courses. Okay, so for objects, access level, I believe is, well, I set that as an enum, but sort of not aware of that here. That's too bad. That's gonna be public. Course, okay, tags, data, I want tag name. We'll do this as Rust. Course tags, I think here I put in, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I think I put a around you and then redo this all over again. So I can create 2 tags. Data tag, data name. So this would be like, say you. Okay. So let's see. Description. Sure. This is learn how to create a web application using u.rs with Rust. Playlist URI. Let me find that really quickly. Title. Introduction to u.rs. Let's see, returning, give me the IDs back. You're unhappy here. I was hoping that I can do like course tags as an array. Maybe you go here. doesn't seem to be yelling at me anymore. Maybe. It's all red after that, though. Oh no, this definitely not here. Unexpected closing? Okay, objects was... Oh, that's weird. Okay. I don't think I can do a second one here. Can I not do multiple? I guess I can't do we'll have to figure out how to do multiple with the course tag, like a single insert. This one I definitely can put an array around the objects like this, and then I have multiple courses happening. And I could also create the course tags separately. This will create a single tag for me, I believe. So if I run this, invalid input value for enum access level type public. Hold on, let's double check. Right, with our SQL, with this SQL, public with a capital P. Okay, so that created that. If I now switch to a query, so query get courses, give me the courses. I want the title. Don't need the comma. Okay, I want the title. I want the ID. I want the description. I want the course tags. And I want the tag. I guess tag. I don't think there's. Yeah. Okay. Tag name. So title, ID, description, course tags, and then I want the playlist URI. I don't really think there's anything else. I mean, I guess I can get the course ID. Let's see, I have the ID. Oh, access level. Okay, let's run you. And so here we can say introduction to URS. We created a single tag named Rust, which is fine. So I want to create maybe a second tag here. So let's mutation, create tag, insert tags 1. So this is object. Okay, so I want the name to. This is gonna be the name of whatever I'm setting it to be. Oh, and that's gonna be it because I need to set. And these are all what I'm getting back. Okay, so I'll be getting the ID and the name back. Let's create u.rs. Create a tag. So that creates this. ID is 2 now. And so now I want to add that tag to this get courses. So do a mutation. Add tag to course. So this is insert course insert course tags one, object, two. Okay, so I need the course ID and the tag ID. The tag ID we know is 2. The course ID, I'm pretty sure that was 1. Can I run get courses? Yeah, that's 1. What else do we have here? Oh, that's it for this. And then give me back, I can actually get back just the full thing. Give me the title of the course and give me the name of the tag just so that I can know I did it correctly. And there we go. Introduction to URS, u.rs. So now I have, you can get courses. I have 2 tags in there. Yeah, that feels a little bit weird. I want to say that I should be able to insert both tags at the same time. I wonder if I just did it. I was like doing the slightly incorrectly to like when I was creating the tags at the same time. But that's the idea of what Hasura and what GraphQL is supposed to be able to give you. A lot of people use GraphQL on top of a non-relational database. One of the reasons I like Hasura is because it gives me that sort of power of what feels like a non-relational database in a relational database, so I can have my cake and eat it too. All right, so what we need to do is set this up to use the actual deployed version of Brooks Builds, because we never did anything like that, and it is currently requesting GraphQL from localhost, which technically is not going to work. There's no way it's going to work. So where do you get that from? I would bet that grabs it from probably the platform web. Oh no, probably not from that. Probably during build time. It's .github workflows platform web.yaml. Yeah, okay, so we have this deploy here and environment variables. No, it would not be this. I need to build it with the environment variables to use out there. Oh no. It downloads the artifact that's already been built. Oh. Oh, look at this. Okay, maybe I did it multiple times. Here, build web app for deployment. Okay, so if we're in main, use actions checkout, rest of update. Okay, so do all the normal stuff. Build the web app. Okay, well, there's clearly a few problems here. First of all, build web app for deployment should not have localhost as its auth0 redirect URIs. Now that I have a real redirect URI, this should probably be a real thing, like, a secret. So we need to set that up. And then second of all, the GraphQL URI needs to be... That needs to be different too. Where are you getting this from? Because clearly this is... Oh, maybe I haven't deployed it yet. So I need to update the secrets for this, which I can do from a secret terminal. So where I'm going to do this from, cd into, let's see, code, Brooks builds. I guess like anywhere in here. Because we can go GitHub secret set. And then from there I can set a secret. So in this case, I can do like a GraphQL URI. And then basically it will pull that from the secrets. This must be set right now. So I'm going to move this over to the side so I can actually look at these. I can't actually see what these secrets are on this side. I can only reset them, but I can list out what secrets I have. So if I do GitHub secret list, I can see that I have I do not have a GraphQL URI. Interesting. Okay. Well, that needs to be fixed. So let's do GitHub secret set. We also I need to set these too. So first of all, set GraphQL URI, paste your secret. Okay, so I'm gonna find this information up here. It has the information I need. So I'm gonna just go over to the screen, lower those down, and copy and paste them. Okay, so that one's set. Secret set. I want this one next. All right, API key. Okay, and let's hide you again. Oh, right. I probably didn't want or need a GraphQL API key for this, do I? Let me double check that before I just go and delete this. So I believe I have GraphQL locally set to just allow anything. So if I come here to localhost 8081, here we have Hasura locally for us. And if I take you off, no query is available. Oh, I lost the information. Okay. That explains that. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. I forgot. We have to set like a default role, and then we can set that elsewhere. So if we come back to here, where was that? That was in the Docker compose file. Here it goes. Hasura GraphQL unauthorized role is public, and so if I come here to like courses, Flint Rusty, hello. Permissions, we're gonna say public here, and I want public to be able to select courses. So without any checks. And I want you allow role public to access columns, playlist URI, title, ID, description, and access level. Save these permissions. They can't do anything else. So the default role can't do anything else. I want to now recreate that here. So for public, you can select without any checks, everything. And for course tags, permissions, public, select, without any checks, everything. All right, then back to the API here. Even though I don't have this secret in here, I can still see and do queries based upon all the courses. So that's what I want. That's what I want to set up next. Oh no. Oh no. Your team lead sent unwanted love letters and gifts for your female coworkers. But when they report him to CIO, he doesn't get fired because CIO said he ain't touching that. No, it is not right in the least. Sexual harassment is more than physical harassment. I don't know why we have to explain that in this day and age, but that is completely and totally unacceptable. Luckily, I've never had to deal with that like in person, like where I've had that situation and then had to try to rectify it. I would probably, if I was in that situation, I would probably end up pushing hard to like get him fired. If that would probably get me fired in a way. I would also, I am not usually willing to pull out the big card of like, I quit unless you do this. This would be one of those times that I would pull that out, probably pretty early. Yes, that is harassment. That is like cut and dry. There is no like question about it. It is harassment. And that's pretty bad. I'm really sorry you have to see that, and I'm hoping that if you can't, because this is this thing like you see that you saw this with like Uber and like other of these big companies is like they had that kind of harassment going on and a bunch of people left. A lot of their best developers left. Doesn't relate it to you though, still leave. Yes. So everything, so like the culture, okay. The culture of a company is everything that you do that's not like necessarily said, like everything that is like the company or people allow to and then actually do. So this is different than like what the company says their culture is. The company might say we have psychological safety, we have a like, you know, you can report any problems to us, we have all these things. But then they turn around and whatever they actually do is their real culture. If they don't move forward with making the place safe for even like one group of people, which like women is a huge group of people. This is like really important. And if they don't do that, then that's like, that is a huge problem. I would not be willing to work for a place that is willing to, for a large group of people, just ignore their rights as like human people, to make them feel normal and welcome. That feels terrible. So anyways, again, I'm sorry you have to deal with that, and I hope that it works out well and like that change can happen, but I have not seen very many companies that successfully make those changes without a lot of people leaving to cause sort of that damage. You don't think changes will happen? I mean, one like a more cynical way to look at this, but I think it's still like another valid way to look at it. Absolutely, is if they're willing to allow that to happen to all women, essentially, what are they allowed to? What would they allow to happen to you? What would they allow to happen to anybody else? Where is the line going to be drawn? Because suddenly, where we think the line should be drawn, there's no line there. It just was, you know, it was just imagined. And at that point, it's dangerous because you have no idea where that line is, and when something happens, the company's not necessarily going to protect you. You'll try to suppress some of the anger you felt today. Yeah, that I totally get you. You have to protect yourself first, and that might mean sort of like a stealth operation while you find another place to go. But it's yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Something else that you can do for all of the women in there that are being harassed on potentially a daily level, and if they're not being helped, you can do things like write LinkedIn reviews for them. You can ask them what if they want like recommendations to other places to work. I would talk to them as opposed to just help them without talking, because that's another sort of approach, and they you know, if they're already sort of under attack, that's not necessarily gonna help. Yeah, so step one is to get yourself in a position where you can, and and then you can now use that as a leverage card. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so let's see. I have the okay. So what I need to do? I need to add in this .env variable to public, which I forgot in the other one. So I have a special. Let's see. That's in my infrastructure. Where did I put this? Right, I have it under .env and infrastructure. In my Sura task, I can vim.env, and let's add that in there. Okay. I want to do an AWS S3 sync, and send that. Send this into there. Okay, so that should update that file, and now I need to tell AWS to restart Hasura. How can you tell if a system is microservices or not? You know it's a flexible term, but can we tell? So are we talking about like a black box, like from the outside, or if like your own systems or services, like which ones I have that are microservices? I guess that's my follow-up. That's my clarifying question. The one you have. Okay. The way a lot of people talk about microservices in sort of different ways. I think I've boiled it down to the simplest explanation I could possibly think of here, which is think of maybe like the next thing would be, are you familiar with like just the basic familiarity of functional programming? And then we'll use that as our sort of simile um, to compare them together. All right, so I'm going to turn off my task, which is going to kill the Hasura task, but that's going to auto restart it as soon as they notice like, hey, the health check isn't working anymore. We should probably do something about this. Then it'll read the new environment variables and set it up so that we can use public. So if you're familiar with functional programming, the the basic idea of functional programming from like its super core is a single function is isolated in the way that it doesn't rely upon any other, anything outside of it. Golang is functional programming. I don't know. I have never programmed in Golang, so I don't know if I can answer that. If somebody else knows, let us know, please, definitely. The general idea of functional programming is that a function takes in all of its requirements, so it doesn't mutate state anything else outside of it. And it also can be isolated and tested independently without anything else being executed, essentially. So microservices are sort of like functional programming for, full out architecture and programs. So in the case, let's see, I have to now come up with like a microservice, like a service that sends emails, let's say. This is a classic sort of definition that I've seen many different times. Is like you want to be able to send emails out. You could just have a function and call that function directly from your code, and then it sends the emails out. That would be part of a monolithic service. It's just in the code base, you just call it directly and go. A microservice, though, is more of it's independently deployable. It's independently run, and it doesn't care about where it lives, and then nobody else cares about where it lives either. So your code wants to send an email. They send a HTTP request to the to what it thinks is the microservice, which is most likely a load balancer. The load balancer understands where the microservice is and forwards the traffic to it. But your microservice could have like 10 of them running because you need to send a lot of emails. You can have one of them running. If it crashes, the load balancer says, well, I don't need you anymore. I'm going to remove you from my list and spin up another one and add it to the list again, too. And then, so that way you send, your thing sends a email, like your email data to the load balancer. The load balancer forwards it to the function. The function then does whatever it's going to do, sends the email, and then responds with a 200 yes yay, or a 400 or a 500 saying like nay, it didn't work. That then goes back to you, that tells you, hey, how did it work? That's like the super basic, like, do you have a microservice? The next thing is, if the microservice stops working, does it either auto restart in a way for you like not care about it, or does everything break? Um, gets a little bit more murky. The entire sort of system can break, but it can still have microservices. It's just not a very good system. Um, you can add in all sorts of like fallbacks and everything else, and that will technically work. Okay, so I have a new Hasura up and running. And so like my Hasura is running as a microservice right now. Nobody else cares about it. It registers itself with my load balancer. And so I literally just turned it off. The load balancer is like, whoa, this is bad. Something happened. And then it sent a message to ECS to turn it back on again. So it just got turned on 4 minutes ago, apparently. And it updated the IP addresses of everything. So I can go to, guess I want to do it this one. I go to hasura.brooksbuilds.com, and I have no idea that this is now a completely different server that was just very recently booted up. So I want to do something here. First of all, let me really quickly turn off the request headers. Okay. So here it's yelling at me because my I don't have permission anymore because I turned off the headers. So if I go to data, we're gonna permissions, public, select, without any checks, all of these, select, without any checks, all of these. Checks all of these. Okay. Now if I come back to here, bam, it's everything is working again. Okay, excellent. So I don't need any authorization to get here. I just need the URI to access in. Okay, so for my platform, we have this source API. To get the courses, we load the .env. I don't really need this right now because nothing I'm doing needs a key. So I'm just going to ignore that, and we're just going to have the GraphQL URI that we're grabbing as an environment variable. And then I am doing a query. Let's remove this accessor admin secret. Everything else should still work. And I have my Cypress tests. So if I rerun you, yep, everything is still working. And I saw that it rebuilt my course. Okay. Excellent. I want to also, part of this compose. I mean, this is okay for right now. Platform web. Oh, for this one, we don't even need the GraphQL API key. We just need GraphQL API or URI. And I think that will work. Sitsu, the Microsoft Graph API is a nightmare. you're querying an endpoint like /parent/children that returns all children from all parents, sorted by UUID. Wait, sorted by UUID. All with date set to zero. What? You have to query parent, child for each one to see if it is the right one. Isn't that the point of a graph API, is that you don't have to do that? Let's see. We should also fix this. My auth0 logout URI. It looks like I was about to start with this. Yeah, so I need... Okay, so this is going to be a redirect URI, logout URI on a logout redirect. Okay. So setting these is pretty simple. I can actually do that here because these are not going to be secret. So we're going to do GitHub secret set. And I want, I think it was this one first, right? Oh, redirect URI. GitHub secret list. Oh, I have an auth0 redirect URI. Huh, I have all those things already. Interesting. Oh, because it was built for testing. Okay, hold on. So redirect URI is that logout URI is that logout redirect is that, and then the GraphQL URI is okay. This thing now. The Graph API, a RESTful API, not to be confused with GraphQL. Something is clearly wrong with this endpoint. Oh, I was thinking Graph API like a graph database. This weekend I listened to a podcast where one of the contributors slash employees of Neo4j was talking, which is a graph database. And it looks pretty interesting. I might want to take a look at it sometime, or at least some kind of graph database, if not that specific one. Do I use SQLize or something else for Postgres? I want to use probably just the for connecting to it. We're going to be using GraphQL, and then I'm using Hasura as the GraphQL API for GraphQL. For migrations and stuff, I want to use GraphQL too, but I need to figure out how to automatically run those and set them up. And I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm probably gonna have to create some scripts, do some funny stuff to make it actually work. I'm not exactly sure yet. Which is not great, but I'll have to figure something out because I don't want the database to be public. So I might have to have a Lambda function that runs it. I don't know. But okay, that's neither here nor there. That's a feature me problem. Okay, so I have you in here. I think that this is gonna work. This happens on deploy push to main. So I think we're finally ready. So let's commit these two things. We are ready for deployment? Question mark. Let's git push u. And then we can GitHub PR, GitHub PR create. Oh, a pull request already exists for that. Well, very nice. GitHub run watch. I can't actually merge that in. Let's see, are you the pull request? You're the pull request. Okay, so we have to wait for this to finish running. And as soon as this does, then I can merge the pull request in. We'll watch it again. And then we'll see if it deployed correctly, and we have everything running on everything would be running successfully then. In the meantime, while we're waiting for this, let's see. As a viewer, I want to see what courses I could take. Right. So this is just going to be that list of cards on the left-hand side. If I could just do one of those cards and make them appear and sort of show up the way I want them to, then I think that will work for me. Looking at Hasura, there's some things that we can do. I'm pretty sure under data, I can also create. Let's see. So course tags. No, it was access level. So access level is an enum where it only accepts public, which is this access level type. I wonder. I see this like set a table as an enum. Expose the table values as GraphQL enums. Well, that's cool. But that's not exactly what I want. I guess like right now I just have protection that I can only do like public and private as the two types in here, but I can't actually see those types out here. Can I see? Can I list like the custom types? All right, you're almost done here. So I have like a create. All right, what do we do? We have one way up. We did this. Create type, access level type as enum. So one of these. How do I list types? So can I like select type? Postgres list types. I can select from PG type. undo. Okay, DT list all data types. Yeah, from PG type. Okay. So select PG type, type name as enum type. Yeah, okay, so PG enum is where I get it from. Oh, you failed these tests. Okay, what happened? I want to GitHub and view. So when the test failed, the test passed. Oh, those tests pass. And then these ones. Okay, so home should have a list of courses. Trying to find element. Card title, but never found it. Interesting, because that works locally. I wonder if it's because we don't have any courses in the actual database in test. Okay, that's probably what it is, which is unfortunate. So, all right. Here, my local Hasura has these two courses in it. My guess is that I don't have these two courses in Postgres inside of what is it called? Inside of Docker. So we need to fix that. And how are we gonna fix that? Everything else is passing though. Just the home one. Okay, so Hasura. So if I set like the .env file up, or I set some environment variables for Hasura CLI tool, I can run that and connect to the local database, run the migrations, and apply the metadata. Oh, I need to run the migrations, run the seeds, and apply the metadata. Where is that? Okay, so here's this. So I have init.sql. I really want to use these. Let's see, how am I gonna do that? We have compose, config, init. Do I have? I do have the Hasura CLI installed, so I could do it here. More importantly, I can install the Hasura CLI inside of GitHub Actions, and then inside of here. So I need some environment variables to tell it to how to connect to the local database. And then I can run the migrations, run the seeds, apply the metadata, and then everything would work. Okay, so step 1 is okay, so end-to-end test here. We install Cypress, create the Cypress secrets file. Oh, look at this. Okay, install the Hasura CLI. So I install that. Apparently I started doing it and then didn't finish it. So Docker compose up, wait. Oh, Hasura seed apply, database name default. Oh, okay. So it applies the seeds. It doesn't apply the metadata. I believe I need to apply the metadata. So it's something like Hasura metadata apply. Is that how it works? Hasura. Yeah, apply metadata on a database, and then I can use. I don't see database as a choice. There's that database name here. Don't see that one here. Let's see. Okay, seed apply. That's why I need the GraphQL admin secret here. Interesting that I don't need a URL for it. Okay, so Hasura seed apply, Hasura. Kind of want to see when it ran that. Let's see. Okay, shell running. Oh, Docker can compose up, so I have to wait until the end of that. Wait, did it run that? Hasura seed applied. Database name default. And then npx cypress run. I'm not seeing like run started. Opening Cypress. Just immediately running. Oh, GraphQL API pulled. Oh, it's sort of like all the things are sort of like together. That's weird. Oh, applying seeds. Okay, found it. Here it is. Yeah, some of this is behind. It's okay. Applying seeds. Here's this. Seeds planted. Limcode, hello. And then it goes into the next step for Cypress. So I need to metadata apply. But I don't know if this is going to work. Let's throw that in there just to highlight over this. Bet I also have to give you this database name for metadata apply, so now it knows how to find this stuff. Okay, so if I just do that, let's see, applying the Sura metadata. All right, here's the pull request one. I am most likely not going to be finished setting this up before the end of the stream because each of these runs take a few minutes. And I usually end the stream around, start ending the stream around 8:15. So we'll see. Maybe we can see whether or not the metadata got applied correctly before the end. Let's see. Halloumi actions didn't work. I didn't change anything in there. What failed there? Oh, no stack name production found. Yeah, I changed the stack. I changed the stacks. That would be this thing here. Part of preview. So, oh, that was on infrastructure. Infrastructure, that's what it is. I want this one. I changed the stack name to prod. I don't think there's any other. Oh, yep, prod. Okay. I only have prod right now, but I redid a little bit of my stack stuff, so I could set up other sort of VPCs very easily with just different stack names, and it would spin up like an entire replication of all my stuff. All right, so I need to do this again. GitHub run, maybe like cancel, I think. I want to cancel all the runs. GitHub, okay, so. So let's see, changed stack name. So this is the preview one, which is not the one I'm caring about right now. I probably want this one. Nope, that's the same one. I want this one. Are they all the same now? Okay, so that one worked. This one, okay. It's sometimes really hard to sort of tell the difference between the runs using the command line. It's much easier to see on the website, which is a little bit too bad. Also, you can't see any of this. Sorry about that. There you go. All right, so these take like 5 minutes or so, and it is 8:15. I think what I'll do is, because there's no way, like, if this fails, I might be able to take a look at it and debug it later, but I might not also. So most likely we'll continue off on the debugging side tomorrow morning when we continue our when I'm streaming next. Which, let's see. I think that's all I have for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream down for the day. I hope that you all have a great rest of your Monday. I will be back tomorrow morning to continue working on this, and we'll see whether or not we're going. Yeah, I know already. I started an hour and a quarter ago. I usually try to end around this time. Oftentimes I end up working over, and then have to rush to get ready for my day job. But anyways, with that, finally end-to-end test. With that, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.